Hello and welcome. These are the top trending stories for this week. Brain drain in American science. Axios reports that funding cuts to the National Science Foundation and stricter visa rules, particularly targeting Chinese students, are accelerating a brain drain, with scientists leaving for better opportunities overseas, which is really posing a threat to United States scientific leadership. Trump-Musk feud and SpaceX uncertainty. A public spat between President Trump and Elon Musk is putting SpaceX's federal contracts at risk, threatening United States access to space via Crew Dragon, and possibly forcing a return to reliance on Russian Soyuz capsules. Historic ice raids escalate tensions in Los Angeles. Politico highlights a confrontation in Los Angeles after ice raids prompted protests and the arrest of a major public union leader, triggering clashes between local Democrats and the Trump administration. Press freedom under fire. A federal appeals court upheld much of the White House's ban on AP reporters, raising concerns about restrictions on press access. Return and federal charges of Abrego Garcia. Former Guatemalan migrant Kilmar Abrego Garcia was brought back to the United States to face human smuggling charges. Trump later claimed he wasn't responsible for the deportation decision. Iran obtains Israeli nuclear documents. Iran claims to have secured sensitive Israeli nuclear files, a development that could dramatically escalate Middle East tensions. United Kingdom-India counter-terror ties. High-level discussions between the United Kingdom and India on counter-terrorism cooperation, signaling strengthened strategic alignment. Truce negotiations between Trump and Xi. Reports note that President Trump and Chinese President Xi are sending envoys to negotiate trade issues, hinting at diplomatic outreach. European Union warns against Trump's trade rhetoric. Following Trump's threats to impose tariffs on European Union imports, Brussels warned against protectionism, stating trade should not be based on threats. Coco Gauff wins the French Open. American phenom Coco Gauff claimed her first French Open title by defeating Aryna Sabalenka, making her the first United States woman to do so since 2015. Aaron Judge returns to the Yankees. Judge was cleared for the key rivalry matchup versus the Red Sox on June 7th, boosting Yankees fan excitement. Bryce Rayner's season-ending surgery. Tigers prospect Bryce Rayner will miss the rest of the season due to shoulder surgery after a dislocation. Boxing title fight canceled. Keyshawn Davis was stripped of his WBO lightweight title, and the Davis vs. De Los Santos match canceled after Davis missed weight. De Los Santos will still earn his purse. Aaron Rodgers signs with Steelers. For NFL free agency, Rodgers joined the Steelers on a one-year, $13.65 million deal. So get this. The largest ever galaxy map from the James Webb Space Telescope has just been released. Scientists have discovered nearly 800,000 early galaxies, which is honestly mind-blowing. And there's more. A recent Live Science roundup uncovered swarms of so-called city-killer asteroids that could, in theory, devastate urban areas if they ever hit. Over in Spain, researchers reported finding whalebone tools that date back 20,000 years, according to SciTech Daily. That's way older than anyone expected for such implements. Meanwhile, it turns out that dormant oil and gas wells in Canada are leaking methane at a rate 7 times higher than previously thought, which is, well, pretty alarming. The EU's Joint Research Centre has unveiled a brand new reference material to help standardize how we detect and measure microplastic pollution in water. Breast cancer vaccine shows a 75% immune response. In phase 1 trials, a novel vaccine targeting alpha-lactalbumin triggered strong immune responses in 75% of participants with, no safety issues. Phase 2 is set to start in 2026. Organ failure has now been linked to long COVID. An Australian study shows that cell-damaged red blood cells actually obstruct microvessels, which offers some real insight into why organs fail in long COVID. Stanford researchers have grown mini heart organoids with blood vessels. These vascularized heart organoids are capable of beating, marking a huge leap toward more realistic human heart models in lab settings. Samsung Ultra and Nothing Phone 3 have both been teased. Tech Radar highlights Samsung's teaser for an Ultra phone announcement, plus there's confirmation of launch plans for Nothing Phone 3 and Headphone 1. Meta Llama's 2025 roadmap has been revealed. Tech News World reports, Meta's upcoming Llama model will be faster, multilingual, and just more accessible overall. The debate over AI in education is really heating up. Time discusses whether AI can or should replace traditional education, which is definitely fueling public debate. AP summary notes that a UK court is warning about justice risks due to AI-generated fake case citations being used by lawyers, something that could be a big deal. Netflix and Hulu hits are making a return this June. Streaming includes Netflix's Squid Game final season dropping on June 27th and Hulu's The Bear Season 4 premiering June 25th. Viewers are advised to stream or maybe even cancel subscriptions before growth slows. King Princess is teasing her role in Season 2 of 9 Perfect Strangers, according to ABC Entertainment. Diddy's twin daughters have decided to skip college for music careers, in a kind of freakier Friday style, as reported by ET Online. The Washington Post covers Bruce Springsteen's characterization of Trump as unfit, which is revealing some tensions within GOP fans. Springsteen's music still resonates, even as those political divides just keep widening. If you like this report, please comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.